We're lost.
Hi
in the
everyone,
woods.
we're literally in the middle of our very own Blair Witch horror. Well, where we are, I wish I could tell you where we are, but this woods is just changing this way and that. The angles, the paths, the streams, there's trees falling over that weren't there on the way down. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, so
We started out tonight at the canal bank Standish to find the derelict mill, which has a story attached, a murder mystery story attached. Some guy back in the 1800s bopped somebody over the head and chucked him in the kiln and stole his valuables and ran off, and then went on to Bridge 62 down here somewhere. If we ever get back to the canal bank alive, that is, we'll find it and show you. Dropped the goods into the canal and the police turned up, and when the police eventually turned up, all they found was a charred body in the kiln. And when they dredged out the canal, they found the belongings, and the guy who committed the murder went on the run. So we've actually come on the trail of that guy tonight, but we're lost in this Blair Witch type. Andy?
all I'll say is, we're literally near enough up to our knees in mud.
I don't know how many
I've
times
slid down a bank.
we've climbed up banks and slid back down, haven't we?
Yeah, so
We've climbed over trees and they've been half rotted, and we've ended up in the blasted stream.
yeah,
And it's just literally, it's Blair Witch.
We've got to a bit now where we're going to get through, but
Well, we'll have a look. Go on then. I'm going to film it now, because in case we go missing and they just find a camera and nothing else, at least the viewers and that and the subscribers will know that this is where we were last seen, guys. By the golf club, off the canal path, in the woods, looking for a derelict mill, which, well, we have found it once before, but it obviously ain't here tonight. And I'm pretty sure we didn't climb through all these trees coming down. Really? Yeah. Seriously? You're kidding me? Let's climb through then and have a look if you think it's showing possibilities. Right, bear with us guys, because we're going to have to climb over all this undergrowth and stuff and get through. We know it's down here somewhere. We've literally been trudging around for about an hour now, but we've not put the camera on yet because we wanted to know exactly the route where we are. But if we found it, then that will be absolutely incredible. Is it there? Yeah. Oh, seriously? That is so good. So we found it by accident. I mean, we can't map read, me and Andy. It's a wonder how we ever get around the British Isles or the world or anything, because we've no clue where we're going, what we're doing really or anything. We just take off with no plans. Andy's got glow sticks from somebody's wedding sticking out of his bag there. God knows where else that's going to be in the middle of a woods on a dark and stormy night like this. Yeah, well, let's just keep going in it and... Well, the thing is, it won't even be listed anymore, will it? Because it hasn't been a mill for about 150 years or something like that. It's around here somewhere, but it's kind of slightly overgrown, so we're struggling to find it. Are we still going uphill? But do you know what? It just reminds me. It seriously has shades of Blair Witch, this place. I mean, alright, it was my idea and it probably wasn't my brightest idea again, but try and give you good footage, you know, we try and give you good stuff to watch, and yeah, you can have a laugh at us being pillocks, because half the time, you know, this is how it winds up. So yeah, we've come off the canal towpath. The pretty good moon tonight and a clear sky, but the paths are just changing. Every time you turn this way and go that way and come back, it's changed. I'm sure it's like, we need to do the Pendle Witch project. Do you know what I'm saying? We need to do the Pendle Witch project and start filming it even though it's 45 minutes away from Pendle. We are going on to Pendle Hill tonight, guys, with it being Halloween week. For now, let's just find our way out of this bog. I'm following you. I'm following you. Maybe I'll switch them glow sticks on. We went to a wedding in Greece and we come back with these glow sticks. So we're keeping them with us just in case we need to flash them, you know, and find each other in the dark and stuff. Did we come down this path? I don't remember coming all down here. We're probably going to end up like the other side of Wigan or somewhere. I've got a couple of cousins in Wigan anyway, so perhaps we should look them up in it, and maybe we can kip down for the night. So, Standish, Red Rock, Bridge 63 used to be a pub, canal boats moored up at the back. We parked a little further down. We've actually parked on a flipping dogging car park of all the things, because it's the only available car park around here. But being a Tuesday night and all that, we guessed there wouldn't be much of that activity going on. I swear to God, Andy, if we get back to that car and there's people in the car park with rubber pigs' heads on, I'm coming back into this woods. I ain't messing about with that. I'm telling you now, man, I ain't messing about with that. All that rubber stuff, it's passed me by now. I won't get into it now. It'd take me all night getting on. See what I mean? It changes, doesn't it? It throws you off course. I know I sound like a heavy breather, but we've literally been up and down these paths for a solid hour. And we've had to dig ourselves out of a couple of swamps. And then we grabbed this flipping tree that were dropping bits and slid back into the stream, so we're half wet anyways. But it's definitely below witch. I mean, alright, come on, this is what you want at Halloween, isn't it? Get lost in the forest and have a bit of a below witch thing going on. If I see any of them flipping spooky twigs in them shapes, them people shapes like in below witch, I'm off. I'm off to Pendle. At least I know what's going on up there. There's owls and there's a moon, so that actually gives you a little sense of comfort, you know, when you're lost. There's a full moon and owls hooting. It's like, it's a bit of familiarity for us, that is. Well, it's bound to come out somewhere, innit? Anyway, if we do get to the canal bank. Oh, we have the canal bank. Oh, cool, man.
We're actually in the same place we came down.
Seriously?
Yeah.
But weren't it very below witch, that, all the way down?
That was, yeah.
No, I don't know whether it's because it's dark and we're confused. What do you think? You know what we need to do, what most sensible YouTubers would do, is check this place out by daylight, find it and come back at night. And we've not been to this mill for about 3 years, have we? So we just came on the off chance it was still here. Being 150-year-old, we presumed it was to still be here, but we think we've come the wrong way, to be fair.
I think, to be honest with you, I think all you need to do is just keep heading in one back. Look for the moon and head for the
Yeah, but that shifts, doesn't it? It's different place every week.
And again, when we were coming up, it was over.
It moves the moon.
Yeah.
I think let's just not be pillocks in future, innit? And let's just sort out where we're going by daylight. Granted, it was my fault, guys. It was my suggestion. I said, let's go and do the old murder mystery down at the canal bank. This is the canal bank, by the way. That's the canal there, you see. So anyway, this canal, towpath, was used. It's the Leeds-Liverpool canal, goes past Hay Hall. So it was used for shipping coal and anything else from Leeds to Liverpool and back. But down in them woods, where we've just been for the last hour and a half, there's a derelict abandoned stone mill, and we wanted to find that to do this paranormal on the this murder that I was telling you about. But the actual part of it took place up here anyway, because what happened, it was a working mill. They had like a kiln or something in there, so I'm not quite sure what they made or anything, but somebody apparently had a silver pocket watch and some other expensive items, and he was working for some unknown reason with these items on his person, and then another worker had seen them, and he thought if he could make off with them items, get away with it. So what he did, he got the items, but then the guy found out, so there was a scuffle, and then what happened is the worker pushed the guy into the kiln, set him afire, grabbed the silver things and ran off down this canal path. And then, as far as I know, the police got called, and when the police turned up, there were just charred remains in the kiln. And when they dredged, the guy who did the crime went missing, so they dredged out this canal. They found the pocket watch and the other items, But I don't think they actually found him. I don't know if he got off or whether they eventually did catch up with him. I have no idea. So that all took place down here. So what we'll have to do is we're going to have a walk along this canal bank to Bridge 63, Bridge 62, where the items were dropped in. And then we'll head back to that lovely dogging car park that we're parked on. And if we see any people with pig's heads, or any strange odd goings on like that, I'm going to put my witch's hat on. I've got it back at car. Then again, they might invite me in, might they? There's some weird folk about after dark. There's only lunatics only come out at this hour. It's right though, isn't it? I think anybody who comes out at this hour, there's got to be something wrong with their heads, hasn't there? I mean, alright, we admit to it. But what about them other people who, you know, are meant to be leading normal lives? This is what happens when they give us a week off work. We're out literally all night long in the dirt, covered in mud, God knows what, just trying to find anything scary. So we did the abandoned hospital on Saturday night. We've just loaded that up, so it should be on that to watch now already. To be fair, it was a big place. So we split it into 3 parts. But Andy and I did find that when we did the dementia secure ward, which is the one that was covered in graffiti, we both got really agitated in there. We was getting really like pacing up and down, agitated with each other, agitated with the equipment, and it's very unusual for us that. And that room was full of like panic buttons and little side wards and what have you. And they set it up for Halloween, that's why it's covered in graffiti. But the feel of the ward was like, you just felt agitated, didn't you, Andy, the minute you went in? We actually slept in there. That's where we made our bed for the night. Like, pacing about, and I felt the same. It was weird, that. So anyway, it's actually a nice canal by day, this, if you ever fancy a nice walk. If you're in the Wigan area, you can walk this way up to Hay Hall, or behind me you can walk that way up to White Bear Marina at Adlington, where the houseboats are moored. You can walk further, well, you can cycle further up if you want to Botany Bay, which is actually closed now. It used to be the second-hand antique thing. Everything's been shipped across to bygone times now at Chorley, which is just amazing, but you need a full day in there. We're always in there, we love it. You know, we have a thing for old objects, antiques. But like I told you before, we've had some strange experiences with antiques, and we're reluctant to buy them now because they can come attached with a spirit or a curse or something. And we have had a couple of things, you know, happen to us in the past with those objects. Yeah, the crystal ball, remember that? Yeah, so what happened with the crystal ball?
Never again.
No, never again. Definitely not.
And I don't know.
Well, you wanted one, didn't you?
To get it. I got it.
Maybe you was drawn to it.
And it was like, tried it and I was seeing stuff in it. But you think, oh, that's good. And then life just bang, everything.
Yeah, but
everything just.
You need to tell the story of the crystal ball from the beginning. We were up in Morecambe, weren't we?
The guy.
An antique stall, or a cult stall.
Yeah, the guy was. He was a weird one.
Yeah, he was a bit.
His cat had died.
Yeah.
And he did this. So he was telling us, whether right or not, he was telling us he'd done this ritual to put the spirit of his cat into this other cat. Now he was telling Alison this story where I was buying the crystal ball. So I think I might have changed my mind if I'd heard the story at the time, but yeah, it was.
But the minute you bought that crystal ball.
I mean, from the moment I got it, I got.
Yeah, because.
Got
just stop walking a minute and turn around, because I can't walk and film and tell the story at the same time.
Got a double whammy of 2 seagulls hitting me both at the same time. I actually thought somebody had thrown ice cream at me, but it wasn't. It was.
But they were squawking around your head and everything.
2 seagulls banged straight at me, and then after that, everything just went.
Everything. You lost your
bang.
job. I lost my job. Your mum ended up in intensive care.
Yeah.
There was all kinds of stuff happened, bad stuff happened in it. So sometimes, guys, you've got to be
know,
careful with this stuff. You know, this occult objects and second-hand things. And
as soon as we got rid of it,
Everything went right then for us, didn't it?
Yeah, always be careful. Never buy anything like that.
No, we won't buy antique.
Because you won't, unless you know the people who've been using it
Yeah.
and you know them well.
Sometimes you have to make a mistake to learn from it, don't you? And then no.
From a second-hand shop, you don't know what it's been, no matter what you do with it. I've done everything right with it, and it just, I don't know, it's stupid thing to do, and I would never do it again. You know, worth the lesson. It was the hard way, didn't it?
Yeah, we did.
But, yeah, you know, it was just you went, I know what it is. Get rid of that.
Yeah, because I was sat on my own.
Rid of it. And when you came home and said, I took that, and I went, good.
Yeah, because well, we've got our altar. I think when we do the interviews, we always sit by the witchcraft altar where the altar is. All those things that we have are all brand new and we've collected them, and all our energies in those things. This ball was sat on that altar, and I was just sitting there one morning looking and thinking, why has our luck changed? Why is everything going wrong? This is like back in 2013, this. And I looked at this crystal ball and I thought, it's that. I just thought I had a really odd feeling about it. I thought, it's that thing, it's got to go. Really, to get rid of a cursed object, what you're supposed to do is bury it underground where no one can find it and dig it up. But me, because I panicked, I just chucked it in a bag, wrapped it up and threw it out in the bin. And then I thought, oh my God, what if the dustbin men come and take it and crash the lorry? That's my fault. So it's, how do you get rid of a cursed object? It's a nightmare. You just think, what do you do? So you Google it and find out what other people have done. And people that have had cursed divot boxes and different things, they bury them underground where no one's going to be able to find them and dig them up. So obviously that's the thing to do.
Yeah, that was, we weren't panicking, but...
No, but it were a bad experience, weren't it?
We weren't panicking, but it was just like...
There's been a lot of stuff through the years, to be honest, that's... well, you know my thoughts on the Paris catacombs.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we've had some shit happen with our, tell people while walking down the canal bank, because there's not really much else to film at the minute. It's a bit of same scenery all the way down. Yeah, Paris catacombs. I first went down there in 1999 with my dad and two family friends, those four of us. And we was down there, we was messing about, I must admit, we were just, you know, we weren't really showing any respect, we was laughing at the skulls and all of that. Now when we came out of there, within 6 months, my dad had passed away from cancer. One of the guys that was with us had got knocked off his bike and had all pins put in his leg. The other guy that was with us got hit by a car, and his dog also got hit by the car. I lost my job, and then I had a bad accident with my car. So you think, oh my God, this is all... And my mum was like, you should never have gone in them catacombs. So, 20 years later, we're back in Paris again. Well, Paris about 6 times since then, but I said to Andy, do you want to go in the catacombs? And he's like, yeah, I wouldn't mind. I said, well, I'll go, but this is what I think about the catacombs. I do think they bring bad luck to people. So 2019 was it?
Yeah.
We went back in the catacombs again, doing a paranormal. And since we came out of there, I was diagnosed with a stage 3 cancer, and I had the full treatment, the surgery, the radiotherapy, the 60 hours of chemotherapy. Lost all my hair 3 years ago. I had no hair at all. I was completely bald. I was just about to have my last shot of chemo 3 years ago. Then Andy's mum took sick. She passed away. And now more recently Andy's dad took sick, and he's just passed away this last week. And I think, you know, is it connected, or is it just, was that going to happen anyways?
I just think we'll do it again because obviously what you're trying to prove.
Exactly.
You're trying to prove, yeah, it does work, or yeah, it doesn't. So, you've seen it, you know what it's all about.
Which is this, Bridge 64. I think the bridge associated with this crime is the next one in it, or the one after. It's either this one, or 63 or 62. 63 is where the canal boat thing, isn't it? It might actually be this one. So this is where he probably could have thrown the items in here, the canal.
No, this is the one with the golf club is.
Yeah, but there used to be a pub over there, didn't there? So,
Yeah. I think.
and it's now a house, I think. Do you remember that guy told us that time?
Yeah.
It's been turned into a house. So I've got a feeling it might be this one. But if you think about it, if the mill's just back there, the bridge is here, and the pub is back there,
Yeah.
and this golf club would have been, yeah, let's do a bit of paranormal.
There's a bag down there, so.
Bike.
Badge.
How far? Oh yeah, it's miles off.
Just down
Yeah, it's all right.
there. Trying to do this. We'll wait back for this 'cause it's just
Oh, it's flickering under.
yeah, too far.
Oh, okay.
Let's see it on it. So.
Oh, fish. Can hear fish jumping up.
Probably the light coming to the
Oh yeah, there will be, won't there? Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, you can see it bubbles where they are. They think it's daylight.
I'm presuming that's this.
Well, it's flickering like crazy. Are there any spirit people here, please, attached to the murder? The kiln, the murder in the kiln, and the robbery, the theft of the silver. Are you the culprit? Are you the person that was murdered? Because they would have come up this way probably to get to work. No.
Stupid.
Is that what it says?
Yeah. Do you mean
Wait,
us?
stupid thing to do.
Do you mean us?
Stupid.
It might be things that it's a stupid thing to do. Stupid thing to have done. Go on, what's the next word?
Wanted.
Pillock, probably.
Wanted.
Yeah, well, he is wanted. I think he got away.
Wanted.
But did you escape, though? Did you go on the run?
When you wanted. Is that what you mean?
I think he's saying it was a stupid thing to do, and he was wanted by the police.
Was it a stupid idea?
Why did you do it? What made you money? That quick flash of I could be rich. That get rich quick thing.
Was it money? I think you need to do it. You need to do it. Or was it just a stupid spur of the moment thing and you regretted it ever since? It's okay, you can tell us now. Nothing's going to happen to you now. Come on, you can talk to us now. You started well.
What's your name?
Who are you? If.
If what? If only. If only you didn't do it.
If only you had done
How
it.
life could be different if you didn't do it.
Do you regret doing it? Or did you think it was a good idea at the time?
There's this bridge, I'm sure of it.
Are we at the right bridge?
Wanted.
Again.
You wanted to do it, or you were wanted. If you wanted to do it, say yes. If you were wanted, say no. Would it be easier for you? Yeah, alright. Talking to this other thing. I've got another thing here that you can talk through. And you might find it easier. This here. There's a red light on here so you can talk. What's your name? Is it true what they said that you did? Did you want to do it, or did circumstances put you in a situation where you had to? Are you at peace? Do you regret what you did? And why are you still here? Tell us your name. Say anything you want. I'm here to hear your story.
Don't tell your feet up there. Don't tell your feet. I mean, it's not a person there. There's nobody there. I just don't hear your feet unless it's someone going over this bridge.
I did hear a shuffle.
Right, did you hear the feet?
Is that right?
Yeah, must have been.
Soft. Is it true what they said that you did? Did you want to do it, or did circumstances put you in a situation where you had to? Are you at peace? Do you regret what you did?
Oh, what was that? It sounded like a
Why are you still
sigh
here?
or something.
Out.
Out.
Out? What? You're kicking us out? You can't. We're already outside.
Say anything you want. I'm here to hear your story.
Did it sound like a sigh or something?
I don't know what it was. I I heard it with my own ears.
What did it sound like something over there? You don't forget there's ducks and geese and
Out.
Alright. Right then.
might have been something hissing, mightn't it?
Oh yeah.
What was that last message?
That.
I definitely heard feet shuffling.
That's what I thought.
But you know, on there I thought I heard like a...
On here?
Yeah.
That's what I heard. I heard it with my own.
Did it sound like a person?
I don't know what it said like. Was that said it was like? I don't know.
It sounded like...
It was like...
like a foot.
Sounded from over there.
Oh well, there will be geese and that nesting on that side. All the way up there's ducks and
Sounded
geese.
like a scrape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wasn't...
I mean, we don't know what happened to the guy. I don't know whether he... Look at the stars now, it's beautiful, isn't it? I don't know whether he got caught or whether he did a runner or whether he chucked himself off the bridge. I have no idea what happened to the ending of him, really. I don't even know his name, so...
Well, last time, you got one thing to say. You say it now. But you made that noise.
It's just fish.
I'd have to listen to that back through here again.
I thought it sounded like...
Help.
kind of...
Helped. Who helps? Helps what? I helped. Helped you what? Who's helped? Be a bit more. Let us know what you mean by helped.
Just going to get close up and show you Andy's coat. Look at us, we're absolutely covered in mud from falling.
Oh, we're still mud? Oh God,
Look
that's
at
when I
us.
slid down the bank.
Look at us. Just to show you what kind of an escapade we've had tonight trying to find this. Yeah, it's everywhere. It's all over your bag and just like, we're covered in it, man. Covered.
Down.
No, I wasn't doing the dance, I was sliding down the hill.
I suppose I'm just the same. It was my fault.
It wasn't anybody's fault.
I thought I knew where I was going, but
I both thought we knew where we were going. We both as each other.
oh well, done in it. Shall we walk down to Bridge 63 and then come out of the canal where the canal boats are
Yeah.
and go back to the car that way? Are your trousers
Yeah.
and your boots? Have you got water? Are you alright or?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, alright, yeah.
Alright, no, I was just wondering if you're alright because we both look like we've been, well, we have been in the swamp, to be fair. Exactly where we have been tonight. Anyway, I'll carry on this canal bank trek down to Bridge 63 where there is an abandoned pub, but unfortunately at the present time we can't get in it because they've recently put some fresh grills on it to keep people out, so we are keeping an eye on that place, and as soon as we can we're going to come back. And the thing with abandoned is we love doing abandoned, but you've got to be careful when you come because if some YouTubers have just recently been, then the police are keeping an eye on it. So we've got to give it some time before we can go back and it all dies down. So the reason we don't do that much abandoned, look at that tree. Yeah, you could get in there. It's the thing is with abandoned, if it's already got no doors and windows, you can just walk straight in. But if you're taking a door off or whatever, then you can get busted for trespassing and breaking and entering and all of that. So we know quite a It's actually still filming. Sorry about that. Oh god, sorry about that, guys.
Yeah. Alton just went down the ball.
I was about 3 metres from 3 inches from the canal then, weren't I? Yeah guys, I did fall spread eagle on the path then. I almost went in the canal actually, but it would have cleaned me up, mind you. I don't know, look at that, it's all slimy green, isn't it? Can you imagine if I'd have fell in there? I'd have come out like a luminous green. Like that guy, do you remember the Edinburgh vaults? Where the homeless guy fell down into that Mackenzie vault, into that green slime, and he come out a luminous green, didn't he? And scared the living daylights out of police and everybody. It must have been that kind of stuff he fell in. I'm getting dangerously close to the edge. I'm coming back over here. We come up here on our bikes too, don't we, Andy? It's a wonder that we've never ended up here. We've been cycling up here about 15 years. But it's the first time we've come up at night, isn't it? But isn't it different at night? Like, you know, you think you know your bearings. You come up at night and it's just totally different. There's mud everywhere for a start, because it's done nothing but rain all week. And then we once, 3 years ago, went down to that mill, didn't we? It was actually about March and snowing. If you remember, we got talking to them 2 girls from Romania, that's it. They was telling us they'd been to Vlad the Impaler's castle a couple of times. And before the war broke out with Russia and Kiev, we was on our way there, but we've sidetracked and gone to other places now. But at some point we will get to do that place. So it's back up there somewhere, but I think what we need to do is walk further up and take the proper public footpath. Yeah, I think that's probably... So what we'll do is we'll find it by daylight, check it out and come back at night and do a paranormal. At some point in November, probably.
We were on the right way. I remember them big pipes.
Yeah.
But if you remember last time we did it, we walked through the stream.
Yeah, or did we? Yeah, we did, didn't we?
We came down from the stream and I think that's probably why we probably put a bit of lot out.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
We ended up walking in the stream, didn't we?
Yeah. Because we found them old bikes and we was playing on them, remember?
That's right, you're on the unicycle.
I found a bike with one wheel and I got on it and pretended I was cycling a unicycle and had all these pictures took. And when I showed people, I said, look, when I was off sick for a year because I was having treatment, I learned how to unicycle and people believed me. And it was just the way I was stood on this one wheel, it made it look like I was juggling oranges in one of them. I said, look, I could even unicycle and juggle oranges. Don't think they were buying that one though. So this is the golf club coming up here. Because this golf club's an old building and it used to be a private mansion at one time. Like back in the 1800s it would have been. Well, do you know what I think? If that mansion was built here, I've got a feeling that it was a family that was well connected with the Leeds-Liverpool canal, shipping and all that, and they probably lived close by and then they could keep an eye on everything. Because it is a proper stone mansion.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a golf club now, but it wasn't always so. It looks straight out of a Jane Austen novel, that place. Yeah, it has. So it looked like a private residence of some sort. But it was the Crawfords that owned this land around here, and it was Lord Balcarres as well. The Earl of Balcarres, I think he was called. He owned, if I'm not mistaken, he owned Hay Hall at one point. And that's where Lady Mabel came in. We'll have to investigate that place sometimes when we're down this end, because Lady Mabel haunts the canal path at the other side and Hay Hall itself. because she was helping, is it Bonnie Prince Charlie, to escape through the tunnels into Wigan, through Wigan and out to Southport, Liverpool. I'm not too sure of the history of that. I think that's the ghost, anyways, Lady Mabel. I'm not quite sure the era or whatever, because like I say, I only pick up history by reading fiction novels, historical novels. I've never done any courses in history apart from what you learn at school, which is boring crap, innit? But I only got interested in history because me and Andy started going on paranormals back in 2006, 2007, didn't we?
Yeah.
And you could spend all night in a place and literally nothing happens. So I started to look around the building and think, I wonder what this place was like. I wonder who used to live here. I wonder what. And then I started getting more interested in the history. And I started buying fiction history novels to read, and kind of taught myself that way about, from Richard III's era, 1480, through to, I'd say Charles Dickens, 1850, 1880 even. That kind of period is interesting. You can hear the owls. So we've got the full moon, we've got a big moon and the owls. It's not full, but we've got a big moon, we've got owls. And we've got Halloween on Saturday. And we're going to our big kick-ass Halloween party, aren't we? Our Hellfire party. I'll try and do this without falling and dropping things on the floor. That's it. I was trying to swap hands. I'm so clumsy with this camera these days. Andy was ready for flipping guillotine in my head at Tower of London when I dropped it there. That's what it is. Everywhere you go. We went to Hever Castle and Anne Boleyn was stroking your beard. And then we came and, oh right, that goes back down to that's the old rail track down there. This would have been the old railway bridge. And there's a private house down there that's the old Red Rock train station. It belongs to a person now. And man, we were talking to him on the way up, weren't he? He's got dogs and stuff. So we're not going to go back down there because his dogs are on guard now.
You only want to come down here.
Well, we can show them that abandoned Crawford Arms. And then if we can find a way in, like without getting caught by the police, then we're on, aren't we? We're going to have to probably come back with ladders. There's so much abandoned. I can't tell you, we've passed 3 places in Manchester city centre alone on the train, and you could just literally climb straight in. What's all this stuff here? Clothes? Yeah, but it could be some crime scene, couldn't it, for all we know? Clothes? What if somebody's took the clothes off and jumped in? Oh my god, that's the last thing we need, isn't it?
I get the feeling that's one where somebody's been on a barge.
Dump the stuff? Yeah, maybe.
They fell in.
They fell in, yeah, probably they haven't, just took the clothes off and dumped them.
And if a certain person's watching, Tony.
Oh yeah, he's got a badge, hasn't he?
Remember you doing that, Tony, if you're watching.
It's the kind of thing he'd do, probably, that, innit?
Tony did that because he dropped his keys in and he had to go into it.
Oh god, can you imagine losing your keys at the bottom of the... Look at it.
You have to go and get it.
Oh, seriously.
I think that was the last time.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I remember when we were in Amsterdam and there was a dredger going up and down with a crane on it, and it was literally just lifting bikes out. Because they cycle everywhere in Amsterdam. It was literally just grabbing handfuls of bikes and lifting them out onto the side. Them bikes that you just hire.
You weren't talking about bikes, because this is where I fell off.
Oh, flipping heck, yeah. When we come down to this bridge, we ended up in Wigan A&E that night.
It was a case of...
On a healthy cycle run.
No, that was a case of either going in the canal or going down
It's alright, Andy. I'll tell the good folks this story about you. I remember exactly what happened. It's all come back to me now. Yeah, what we used to do, still do actually sometimes. Bring our bikes up and we cycle up to Botany Bay. He's talking to himself though. I'll let him carry on. Anyway, what happened? He had a flat tyre, right? So I'm just going to check the path because I'll follow this canal here talking to you guys. I'm not looking where I'm walking. Anyway, yeah, he had a flat tyre, so I was down. I'd gone under that bridge down there, Bridge 63, where we're coming up to now, where the canal boats are moored, and I was sat waiting. Then I put the sandwiches and the tea out and everything. I was waiting for him, and I thought, where is he? And he came limping under the bridge with his floppy hat all half hanging off, blood down his leg, limping. I was like, what? He said, all I'm going to say is it was either the barbed wire or the canal. So I checked his leg. He said it was the barbed wire. I said, we're going to have to go to Wigan A&E. I spent about 3 hours in Wigan A&E waiting for him to get his leg seen to that night. That was down here, weren't it, where we're coming up to now. I remember that night when you were in Wigan A&E getting seen to get your tetanus. I was watching the television right in the waiting room, and this is how far back it is. It was when Benidorm were doing Children in Need and all the cast were singing and dancing and doing that thing. It was about 2011, wasn't it? When that happened. Well, we got married in 2012, so we've been married 11 years. So it was before. Well, we got married in Sri Lanka, didn't we, Andy? I don't think we've told people that before. We got married in 2012 in Sri Lanka. Yeah, but beware of the barbed wire and all that now, innit? Yeah, it was. They probably have to take it all away now. There's all health and safety laws now everywhere, aren't there? It's all changing, isn't it? Health and safety now where you go. It's just mad.